Today's concept, rectangular hyperbola. See, standard equation of the hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. That's diagram. A dash is called length of transverse axis, B dash is called conjugate axis. Rectangular hyperbola is also hyperbola with one special condition, that is, if length of transverse axis is equal to length of conjugate axis, then that hyperbola is called rectangular hyperbola. That means 2a equal to 2b implies a equal to b. So if a equal to b, then that hyperbola is called rectangular hyperbola. Therefore, this equation becomes, when a is b, this is nothing but x square minus y square equal to a square. So formula for rectangular hyperbola, equation of the rectangular hyperbola is x square minus y square equal to a square. So this is the diagram of this hyperbola. These four gaps are same, A and A. And formula for eccentricity of hyperbola, E equal to root of a square plus b square by a square. In rectangular hyperbola, a equal to b. If a equal to b, that's value is root 2. So by heart this one, eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is root 2. We can use this one on both sides. That means hyperbola is rectangular hyperbola if and only if eccentricity of hyperbola is root 2. We can use this one on both sides. See, in this equation clearly coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. 1 plus minus 1 0. Not only for standard form, for any second degree equation, if the second degree non-homogeneous equation represents rectangular hyperbola, then if and only if coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. That means a plus b equal to 0. So problems based on this one. Find unknown value if the equation represents rectangular hyperbola. So by using this coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0, we can find unknown value. Asymptotes of rectangular hyperbola x square minus y square equal to a square. Yesterday we had discussed formula for asymptotes of this hyperbola are y equal to plus or minus b by ax. But in rectangular hyperbola a equal to b. Therefore, asymptotes of rectangular hyperbola are y equal to plus or minus x. So asymptotes of this RHs are y equal to plus or minus x. Clearly, angle between the asymptotes of rectangular hyperbola is 90 degrees. So this is about first form of rectangular hyperbola, because there are two forms of rectangular hyperbola. This is first one. So concept of first form of rectangular hyperbola completed. In this you have to by heart two things. One is eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is root 2. Angle between the asymptotes of rectangular hyperbola is 90. These two properties can use on both sides, and any equation represents rectangular hyperbola, then sum of the coefficients of x square and y square equal to 0. See the problems related to this one. All of you see the class notes while I am reading the problem. See first problem. If lambda minus 2 into x square plus 4y square equal to 2 represents rectangular hyperbola, find the unknown value lambda. So equation represents hyperbola means coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. That means lambda minus 2 plus 4 equal to 0 implies lambda equal to minus 2. See second problem. If f of x equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d are the roots of f of x equal to 0, and the roots of f of x equal to 0 are eccentricities of parabola and rectangular hyperbola, then the value of a plus b plus c plus d So see the given one more time. Given this is cubic polynomial equation. Given that two roots of this one are eccentricity of parabola and rectangular hyperbola. Eccentricity of parabola is 1. Eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is root 2. This is cubic polynomial equation. This number of roots of this one is 3, but two roots are given. One of the properties of nature of the roots, one of the roots is root 2, then other root is must and should minus root 2. So clearly, indirectly, three roots are given. They are 1 root 2 minus root 2. So the equation having roots alpha, beta, gamma formula, x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma equal to 0. By simplifying, get x cube minus x squared minus 2x plus 2 equal to 0. But given that these are the roots of this equation, by compare, the value of a is 1, b is minus 1, c is minus 2, d is plus 2. From them, we can find the value of a plus b plus c plus d. Second form of RH, second form of rectangular hyperbola. See, first form of rectangular hyperbola is x square minus y square equal to a square. If we rotate this hyperbola through an angle 45 degrees in anti-clockwise direction, then this one becomes this one. This is called second form of rectangular hyperbola. See the equation of second form of rectangular hyperbola. In the first year, rotation of axis, if the coordinate axes are rotated through an angle theta degrees in anti-clockwise direction, original coordinates are small x small y, new coordinates are capital X capital Y. Then from this table we can write small x and small y in terms of capital X and capital Y. Original coordinates small x small y, new coordinates capital X capital Y, cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. This table can apply only when coordinate axes are rotated through an angle theta in anti-clockwise. But here we are not rotating the coordinate axis. Here we are rotating the figure in anti-clockwise direction. Figure rotate in anti-clockwise direction is nothing but coordinate is the same as coordinate axis are rotated through an angle theta in clockwise direction. When we rotate in clockwise direction, in the place of theta, we have to replace theta with minus theta. That's why I am taking here minus 45 degrees in the place of theta. See one more time. This table is applicable only when coordinate axes are rotated through an angle theta in anti-clockwise direction. If we rotate coordinate axis in clockwise direction, here in the place of theta there is minus theta. So here we are not rotate coordinate axis. Here we are rotate the figure in anti-clockwise. Figure rotate in anti-clockwise sense is the same as coordinate axis rotated through an angle theta in clockwise. Therefore, theta is minus 45. So, cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. Therefore, small x equal to x into 1 by root 2 plus y into 1 by root 2. That is x plus y by root 2. Small y is minus x by root 2 plus y by root 2. That is minus x plus y by root 2. This is original equation. Now it's transformed equation. By substitute these two values in this equation, in this one, get that one becomes x into y equal to a square by 2. I am assuming a square by 2 into c square. So equation of second form of rectangular hyperbola is x into y equal to c square, where c square equal to a square by 2. That means a equal to root 2 into c. By heart this relation between a and c. Second second form of RHS is xy equal to c square. First two form of RHS is x square minus y square equal to a square. Relation between a and c, a equal to root 2 into c. Okay. See notes related to second form of rectangular hyperbola. First one, clearly first one, eccentricity of second form of rectangular hyperbola is also root 2. So eccentricity of xy equal to c square is also root 2. Second one, asymptotes of rectangles xy equal to c square. See the figure. This is xy. This is figure of xy equal to c square. Clearly, asymptotes of this one are the coordinate axis, because x-axis, y-axis touches the rectangular hyperbola at the point of infinity. At the point of infinity. That's why these two are asymptotes of the second form of rectangular hyperbola. So by heart, we can apply this one on both sides. Asymptotes of the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square are the coordinate axis. They are x-axis and y-axis. And clearly, third property, angle between the asymptotes of this second form of rectangular hyperbola is also 90 degrees, because angle between x-axis and y-axis is always 90 degrees. Fourth one, conjugate to hyperbola of xy equal to c square. Definition of conjugate hyperbola: if we rotate the given hyperbola through an angle 90 degrees in anti-clockwise or clockwise, the becoming one is called conjugate hyperbola of the given one. Therefore, if we rotate this one through an angle 90 degrees in anti-clockwise or clockwise direction, then that becoming one is called conjugate hyperbola of this one xy equal to c square. See, theta 90. Original coordinates to u coordinates to clearly small x equal to x into 0 plus y into minus 1, that is minus y. Y equal to x into 1 plus y into 0, x. So if we replace x and y in this equation becomes x into minus y into x equal to c square means x into y equal to minus c square. So by heart this one. Conjugate hyperbola of xy equal to c square is xy equal to minus c square. If we rotate this one through an angle 90 degrees, in this case figure in first and third quadrants. If we rotate 90 degrees, then that figure in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. So formula for equation of this figure is xy equal to c square. Equation of this figure is xy equal to minus c square. This is conjugate of this one and vice versa. Next to form of rectangular hyperbola. If we shift, in this case, if we shift origin to the point h comma k, then its equation xy equal to c square becomes x minus h into y minus k equal to c square. So figure out this equation. If origin shifted to the point h comma k, then the new figure of this one is this one. See, vertical line, horizontal line. So center of this one is clearly h comma k. So when origin shifted to this point, then this one becomes x minus h into y minus k equal to c square. And similarly, if origin shifted to the point h comma k, then xy equal to minus c square becomes x minus h into y minus k equal to c square. This is conjugate of that one and vice versa. So next to fifth property, asymptotes of xy equal to minus c square are also coordinate axes. See clearly, x-axis, y-axis touches this rectangular hyperbola at the point of infinity. So asymptotes of hyperbola, rectangular hyperbola xy equal to minus c square are also x-axis and y-axis. Next to note, auxiliary circle. See, equation of auxiliary circle of the standard form of the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1 is x square minus y square equal to a square. Similarly, auxiliary circle of rectangular hyperbolas. First form of rectangular hyperbola, second form of rectangular hyperbola, that's conjugate hyperbola, is same one, that is x square plus y square equal to a square. Because if we rotate the hyperbola through any angle, no change in the position of the auxiliary circle, x square plus y square equal to a square. See the diagram. Like auxiliary circle of x square minus y square equal to a square is x square plus y square equal to a square. That of xy equal to c square is also x square plus y square equal to a square. That of xy equal to minus c square is also x square plus y square equal to a square. They are concentric, center 0, 0. Similarly, auxiliary circle of shifted rectangular hyperbolas x minus h into y minus k equal to c square or x minus h into y minus k equal to minus c square is when origin shifted to the point h comma k, this equation also becomes x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to a square. So by heart this one, problems based on this one, two types. Directly they can ask what is the equation of the auxiliary circle of rectangular hyperbola of these three forms or these two forms, or second required, what is definition of auxiliary circle is the locus of foot of the perpendicular of focus on any tangent. So they can ask what is the equation of the locus of foot of the perpendicular of focus on any tangent is. Then also required is auxiliary circle. These are all this is the formula of auxiliary circle of rectangular hyperbola. But in the problem there is a c square, but we have in this formula contains a square. So relation between a and c, a equal to root 2c. Therefore, a square is 2c square. See. The terms of rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square means center, vertices, foci, z and z dash, equation of directrices, equation of lattice vector, and length of lattice rectum. See, diagram of xy equal to c square. Don't by heart all these. Just to practice in the after complete this one, don't by heart no one. Follow me how to find terms of rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. When we need first all of you know the gaps, CA gaps, CZ gaps, CS gaps, and relation between main in this one relation between A and C. A equal to root 2c. Okay, see clearly center of xy equal to c square is also origin, point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis. All of you know this gap CA equal to CA dash equal to A, but here A is root 2c. Therefore, in this figure, vertices A and A dash are at a distance of root 2c from the origin in the direction having inclination 45 degrees. So formula for them x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y1 plus or minus r sin theta, plus above point, minus below point. So here r value root 2c, theta value 45, x1 y1 is 0, 0. So by substitute get plus or minus c, plus or minus c. So formula for vertices of r which xy equal to c square are plus or minus c, plus or minus c. Next to foci. Clearly foci are CS equal to CS dash equal to A in terms of c root 2c. Eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola root 2. Therefore 2c. CS equal to CS dash equal to 2C. That means S and S dash are also at a distance of 2C from origin in the direction having inclination 45 degrees. So by substituting x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y1 plus or minus r sin theta, get foci they are plus or minus root 2c, plus or minus root 2c. Next, z and z dash. All of you know the gap CZ equal to CZ dash equal to A by E. A value root 2c, E value root 2. Therefore C. Therefore z comma z dash are at a distance of C from origin in the same direction. Therefore, Z and Z dash are plus or minus C by root 2 plus or minus C by root 2. So in first quadrant plus C by root 2 comma C by root 2. In third quadrant minus therefore minus C by root 2 comma minus C by root 2. Next, equations of directrices. Directrix. See the conditions of directrices. Directrices are passing through the points Z and Z dash and parallel to the line y equal to x. This is y equal to x and this is y equal to minus x. Therefore, slope of y equal to minus x is minus 1. Therefore, slopes of directrices are also minus 1. So clearly conditions of directrices. Directrices are passing through Z and Z dash having slope minus 1. So by using formula y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. X plus y equal to root 2c. This is the equation of the directrix in first quadrant. Similarly, directrix in third quadrant is x plus y equal to minus root 2c. See next, equations of lattice rectum. Lattice rectum conditions passing through the focus and perpendicular to the line y equal to x. Okay. Therefore, slope same minus 1 but passing through the foci root 2c comma root 2c. Same y minus y1 equal m into x minus x1. X plus y equal to plus or minus 2 root 2c. One in first quadrant, one in third quadrant. Next term, length of lattice rectum formula 2b squared by a. This is for any hyperbola. But here in the rectangle hyperbola a equal to b. So this one becomes 2a squared by a. Therefore 2a. But a in terms of c root 2c. That's 2 root 2c. So these are terms of rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. See the terms of next if we shift origin to the point h comma k, then this equation becomes x minus h into y minus k equal to c square. All of you know how to find terms of this one from the terms of xy equal to c square. Working rule for points and working rule for lines. Working rule for points, we have to add h to x coordinate, k to y coordinate. Therefore, center of this one is 0 plus h comma 0 plus k. Vertices of this one are h plus or minus c comma k plus or minus c. Foci of this one are h plus or minus root 2c comma k plus or minus root 2c. Z comma z dash of this one are h plus or minus c by root 2 comma k plus or minus c by root 2. Now working rule of writing equations of this hyperbola from the equations of lines of xy equal to c square. For lines working rule, we have to replace x with x minus h, y with y minus k. See, equation of directrix of xy equal to c square are x plus y equal to plus or minus root 2c. See the working rule of equations of the lines related to this one. From the equations of this one, replace x with x minus h, y with y minus k. Therefore, equations of directrices of this one are x minus h plus y minus k equal to plus or minus root 2c. Similarly, equations of the lattice rectum of this one, x minus h plus y minus k equal to plus or minus 2 root 2c. No change in length of lattice rectum because in length no change in any direction. So length of lattice rectum of RH x minus h into y minus k equal to c square is also 2 root 2 into c. See next to the terms of xy equal to minus c square. Clear? This one lies in the figure xy equal to c square in first quadrant and third quadrant. Therefore, coordinates of the points in first quadrant plus plus, coordinates of the point in signs of the coordinates of the point in third quadrant minus minus. The figure xy equal to minus c square in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Signs of the coordinates in second quadrant minus plus. Signs of the coordinates in fourth quadrant to plus minus. That is the difference. So we can write terms of this one by using the terms of this one. No change in center. Here c comma c minus c comma minus c. Therefore vertices of xy equal to minus c square cases minus plus case plus minus case. That is minus c comma c, c comma minus c. Similarly foci. Here plus foci, here plus plus minus minus case, but foci of xy equal to minus c square minus plus case plus minus case, because foci lies in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. In second quadrant signs minus plus, in third quadrant, in fourth quadrant minus plus minus. Thus we can write terms of this one from the terms of xy equal to c square. Again we can write terms of this one from the terms of xy equal to minus c square by adding h to x coordinate, k to y coordinate. See the equations of directrices of xy equal to minus c square. Here directrices are parallel to the line y equal to x. Slope of this one are y1. Therefore equations of the directrices, slope is 1 means equations of the directrices of xy equal to minus c square are x minus y equal to root 2c, x minus y equal to minus root 2c. Same equations of the later sectum of xy equal to minus c square, x minus y equal to plus or minus 2 root 2c. No change in length of later sectum in these four cases. Same formula, that is 2 root 2c. So problems based on this one. One of the equations of xy equal to c square, xy equal to minus c square, x minus h into y minus k equal to c square, x minus h into y minus k equal to minus c square. They can ask what are the vertices, what are the foci, what is the equation of directrices, what are the equation of later sectum, and what is length of later sectum, etc. So my suggestion, don't by heart these are as formulae. Just to practice how to find by using these gaps. Just to by heart, know all of you know the gaps. CA value A, CZ value A by E, CS value AE, and in this for this hyperbola the value of E is root 2, and relation between A and C, A equal to root 2C. Just by using these unparametric equations, x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y1 plus or minus r sin theta, by using this data, you can find any term of any one of these four forms of rectangular hyperbola. Right. This is about terms of rectangular hyperbola. Next. Parametric equations of the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square or x equal to ct, y equal to c by t. T is any non-zero real number, negative or positive, because clearly these two values satisfies this one. See, when x is c into t, y is c by t, by multiply that is equal to c square. So these two values satisfies this one. Therefore, these two are called parametric equations of this one. T is any non-zero real number. So, in this concept, the point P of Ct comma C by T is denoted by P of T. So, that means P of T1 is Ct1 comma C by T1. P of T2 is Ct2 comma C by T2, etc. See, applications of that one. First one. equation of tangent at P x1 comma y1 to the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square is s1 equal to 0. Not only for this, already I told equation of the tangent at x1 comma y1 to any second degree curve is s. If this is s to any second degree curve, s equal to 0 is s1 equal to 0. But here s is xy minus c square. All of you know how to write s1 from s. See the rules of writing s1 from s. X square replace with x1, y square replace with y1, xy term replace with write half of the coefficient of xy into xy1 plus x1y. X term replace with half of the coefficient of x into x plus x1. Y term replace with half of the coefficient of y into y plus y1. No change in constant term. These are working rule writing s1 from s equal to 0. But this one contains only two terms, that is xy term and constant term. Xy term replace with write half of the coefficient of xy into xy1 plus x1y. No change in constant term. Therefore, s1 equal to 0 represents coefficient of this one is 1. Therefore, half of the coefficient means 1 by 2 into xy1 plus x1y equal to no change in constant term c square. By simplifying, xy1 plus x1y equal to 2c square. So by heart this one. This is formula for equation of the tangent at x1 comma y1 to the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. Therefore, equation of the tangent at P of t to the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. P of t means ct comma c by t. In the place of x1 there is a ct. In the place of y1 there is a c by t. So by substitute these two values in the place of x1 and y1, this one becomes x plus yt square equal to 2ct. Slope of this one minus 1 by t square. By heart only this one. Don't by heart this equation of the tangent. By heart slope of this is formula for slope of the tangent at P of t to the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square, that is minus 1 by t square. Slope of the tangent is minus 1 by t square means slope of the normal is t square. By heart slope of the tangent, slope of the normal at P of t to the hyperbola, they are minus 1 by t square and t square. Next application. Point of intersection of tangents at t1 comma t2 on the rectangular hyperbola. At t1 means ct1 comma c by t1. At t2 means ct2 comma c by t2. So required is point of intersection of tangents at t1 and t2. So from the above formula, from this formula, equation of tangent at t1 is x plus y t1 square equal to 2c t1. Similarly, equation of the tangent at t2 is y x plus y t2 square equal to 2c t2. By solving these two, get the coordinates of the point of intersection. First by subtracting, get the value of y, and again by substituting first one or second one, get x coordinate. Formula for point of intersection of tangents at t1 comma t2. Problems based on this one, direct problem. T1, they will give t1 and t2 values. They can ask what is point of intersection of tangents at t1 and t2. By substitute given t1 and t2 values in this formula and see in the given hyperbola equation, by substitute those three values, get required point of intersection of tangents at t1 comma t2. Next, equation of the normal at t to the rectangular hyperbola. normal at t means ct comma c by t. Equation of the normal formula y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Slope of the tangent is minus 1 by t square. Therefore, slope of the normal is t square. So, normal passing through the point ct comma c by t and having slope t square. Therefore, y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. By simplifying, get c t power 4 minus t cube x plus ty minus c equal to 0. This is fourth degree equation in the variable t f. Therefore, roots of this, there are 4 roots for this one. This one means from this we can say 4 normals can be drawn from any point to the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. Slopes of this one are suppose t1 comma t2 comma t3 comma t4. From this equation we can write relation among t1 t2 t3 t4. Of them, main important one, product of the values of t1 t2 t3 4 means s4. Formula constant term by coefficient of first term minus c by c equal to minus 1. So by heart this one, if 4 normals, if these are feet of the normals, 4 normals, feet of the normals of rectangular hyperbola are t1, t2, t3, t4. Then formula t1 into t2 into t3 into t4 value minus 1 for any rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. Its value is independent of c square. That means does not depends on the value of c square. See some standard results. All of you see the notes while I am reading the result. If a normal drawn at a point P of T1 cuts the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square at T2, then prove that T2 into T1 cube equal to minus 1. Very important. Previous mains and previous advanced problem. See, normal at T1 cuts the rectangular hyperbola again at T2. Then relation between T1 and T2. See the figure. From this figure, this line represents this one represents two lines. One is normal at T1. Second one is the line passing through the 2 points T1 comma T2. Normal at T formula T square. Therefore, normal at T1 formula T1 square. And slope of the line joining of points x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So, this LHS and this RHS both are slopes of the same line. Therefore, these two are always equal from the given. T1 means CT1 comma C by T1. T2 means CT2 comma C by T2. So, given that normal at T1 cuts the same rectangular hyperbola at T2, then relation between T1 and T2. So, this line is normal at T1, that is nothing but line segment joining these 2 points. So, slopes are equal. So, by simplifying, get T2 equal to minus 1 by T1 cube, then T2 into T1 cube equal to minus 1. Next standard result, see. Equation of the chord having midpoint Px1 comma y1 of rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square is x by 2x1 plus y by 2y1 equal to 1. See, meaning of that one, if midpoint of the chord of the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square is x1 comma y1, then formula for this one. All of you know, for any second degree curve, equation of the chord having midpoint x1 y1 to the curve s equal to 0 is s1 equal to s11, We have seen this one in the last three topics: parabola, circle, ellipse, and hyperbola. So, but for this S1 is of xy1 plus x1y minus c square. All of you know how to write S11 from S. Just replace x with x1, y with y1. That means S11 for this is x1 y1 minus c square. On both sides minus c square cancel. By dividing with this one, get x by 2 x1 plus y by 2 y1 equal to 1. By heart this one. Formula for equation of the chord having midpoint x1 y1 of the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. See next one. This is actually problem. Equation of the chord joining the points x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 on the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square. Chord joining the points. This is hyperbola figure. Required is equation of this chord joining the points x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2. Required is equation of this line. Clearly their midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Now this line in two ways. In one way, equation of the line chord joining the points, these 2 points, that is nothing but the chord having midpoint x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So from the above formula, equation of this one is x by 2 into, in the place of x1 there is x1 plus x2 by 2. In the place of y1 there is y1 plus y2 by 2. By substitute these two values in the two places, by simplify 2 cancel, then x by x1 plus x2, y by y1 plus y2 equal to 1. Next important one, just to by heart the formula result, don't learn the proof, not necessary. That is orthocenter of the triangle formed by the points A of T1, B of T2, C of T3 is on the hyperbola xy equal to c square is minus c by T1, T2, T3, comma minus c T1, T2, T3. Main purpose of this one, see the coordinates of this one. This orthocenter is again lies on the curve. Clearly these two values satisfies this one. Substitute these two values in this one. Product of these two is always c square. So here problem based on this one. Orthocenter of the triangle formed by the points T1 means CT1, C by T1. T2 means CT2, C by T2. T3 means CT3, C by T3. Orthocenter of the triangle formed by these 3 points again lies on the dash. Now answer xy, same curve, xy equal to c square. See the proof of this one. Clearly 3 vertices of triangle. Orthocenter is point of intersection of any two altitudes. Altitude through A passing through the point perpendicular to this one. Slope of this one by using formula y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is t2 into t3. Therefore formula for this line y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Similarly, equation of the altitude through B passing through this point perpendicular to this one. So by solving these two means just by subtracting, first to get the x coordinate, that is minus c by t1, t2, t3. By substitute this value in first equation or second equation, get y coordinate minus c t1, t2, t3. So by heart this formula, and main one, orthocenter of the triangle formed by any 3 points on the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square is again lies on the curve. So remember that one. Now see the problems related to the above rectangular hyperbola concept. See the class notes while I am reading the problem. First one, length of transverse axis of rectangular hyperbola xy equal to 32. Formula for length of transverse axis is 2a. But given rectangular hyperbola is in the form of xy equal to c square. So by compare c square value 32, relation between c and a square by 2 equal to 32, a equal to 64, a equal to 8. Therefore, length of transverse axis 2a means 16. Second problem. Foci of the rectangular hyperbola xy equal to -4. All of you listen carefully. Don't already I told don't by heart formula for the terms of rectangular hyperbola xy equal to c square, xy equal to minus c square, etc. Just remember the procedure. See, diagram this one lies in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. By compare with xy equal to minus c square, c square is 4, that is a square by 2 equal to 4, a equal to 2 root 2. Now, these are foci. All of you know this gap. CS equal to AE, A value 2 root 2. Eccentricity of rectangular hyperbola is root 2. Therefore, CS value 4. Now, foci are at a distance of 4 units from origin in the direction having inclination 135 degrees. Therefore, x1 plus or minus r into cos theta, cos 135 minus 1 by root 2, sin 135 1 by root 2. In second quadrant minus plus, so minus 2 root 2 comma 2 root 2. In fourth quadrant signs of the coordinates plus minus, therefore second focus 2 root 2 comma minus 2 root 2. Next, third problem. Equations of directrices of rectangular hyperbola xy equal to 4. This one lies in first quadrant and third quadrant. These are directrices. Directrices conditions. This one passing through z. Directrices are passing through z comma z dash and parallel to the line y equal to minus x. So passing through the z and having slope minus 1. So clearly CZ is a by b. A value 2 root 2, e value root 2, 2. Therefore, z comma z dash are at a distance of 2 units from origin in the direction having inclination 135 degrees. Sorry, 45 degrees. This is y equal to x. This is y equal to minus x. Therefore, x1 plus or minus r cos theta, y1 plus or minus r sin theta. x1, y1 0, 0, r value 2, theta value 45 degrees. So, in first quadrant root 2 comma root 2, in second quadrant minus root 2 comma minus root 2. So, required directrix passing through the point root 2 comma root 2 and having slope minus 1. Y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Similarly, other one y minus root 2 equal to plus 1 into, sorry, y plus root 2 equal to plus 1 into x plus root 2. That is in third quadrant. Fourth problem. Fourth and 5. These two are advanced related problems. See, fourth one. If E1 comma E2 are the eccentricities of hyperbolas xy equal to 9, x square minus y square equal to 25, and the point E1 comma E2 lies on the circle x square plus y square equal to r square. This point E1 comma E2 lies on the circle. Now required is radius of the director circle of this circle x square plus y square equal to r square. See from beginning, first of all, E1 comma E2 are the eccentricities of this hyperbola and that hyperbola. Clearly both are rectangular hyperbolas. Eccentricity of any rectangular, any form of rectangular hyperbola is always root 2. So indirectly they are given E1 value root 2, E2 value root 2. And second given one, this point E1 comma E2 means root 2 comma root 2 lies on the circle. That means that point satisfies that one. By substitute these two values in this one, r square value 4. Then equation of the circle x square plus y square equal to 4. Now required is radius of directed circle of this one. Formula for directed circle of x square plus y square equal to r square is x square plus y square equal to 2r square. We have seen this one in the circuits topic. formula for directed circle of x square plus y square equal to r square is x square plus y square equal to 2r square. Therefore, directed circle of the given circle is x square plus y square equal to 8. Now required is radius of this one. Clearly, radius of this one is root 8. Next advanced problem. See the problem. Listen. Equation of line passing through center of rectangular hyperbola is x minus y minus 1 equal to 0. There is a line passing through center of, suppose this is center of rectangular hyperbola. The line, equation of the line passing through center of rectangular hyperbola is x minus y minus 1 equal to 0. And one of its asymptotes is given. One of asymptotes is 3x minus 4y minus 6 equal to 0. Then equation of other asymptote. Here main one of the properties of asymptotes, yesterday already we had discussed it. First property, asymptotes of rectangular hyperbola are always perpendicular. Asymptotes of rectangular hyperbola are always perpendicular, and asymptotes of hyperbola are always passes through center of hyperbola. See, in this one there are three things. One, first given, see the diagram. Suppose this is rectangular hyperbola. This is not x-axis and not y-axis. For comfort, I am drawing this one rough diagram. First, given that this is rectangular hyperbola and there is a line, equation of the line passing through center of rectangular hyperbola, that is x minus y minus 1 equal to 0, and one of the asymptotes is 3x minus 4y minus 6 equal to 0. Now what is the equation of other asymptote? Two things. First one, asymptotes are always passing through center of hyperbola. Given that this line is passing through center of hyperbola, clearly by solving these two get the coordinates of the center of hyperbola, that is minus 2 comma 3. Given that this one passes through center of hyperbola, we know that first property of asymptotes, one of the properties of asymptotes are always passes through center of hyperbola. Therefore, given one of the asymptotes is also passes through center of hyperbola, by solving these to get the coordinates of the center, that is minus 2 comma minus 3. Now, in this concept rectangular hyperbola, asymptotes of rectangular hyperbola are always perpendicular. Therefore, second required asymptote is perpendicular to this one and always passes through center of hyperbola. Therefore, passing through this point perpendicular to this one. Y minus y1 equal to, so for this one 3 by 4 perpendicular slope minus 4 by 3. Y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. By simplifying, get other asymptote equation. Tomorrow we will discuss some more advanced problems related to rectangular hyperbola.